everybody, this is the Deplorable Chicano again. I brought you a gun that we have talked, or I've mentioned a couple of times actually, that I said I was going to show you guys. It's one of my budget guns, which pretty much all of them are, to be honest with you. But it's one I've had for about 2 years now. And it's been a great gun. It's worked for me. Never had a bit of problem with it. I probably got out, give or take 1,000 rounds out of this thing. My family has taken it out to the range with me. They do like shooting it. Matter of fact, my daughter even went out and bought herself one. Cause, you know, it's affordable, it's a budget. You know, it works just fine. It so far has been reliable. I have been able to put just about everything through it. Some of the cheap ammo that you can buy. Some of the best, you know, the better ammo. Anywhere from 115 to 124 to 147 grain. Never had a hiccup with it. My daughter, hers, same thing. You know, I kind of prefer budget guns for a couple of different reasons. I mean, I could go out and buy me a CG if I want. I could go out and buy me, you know, just about anything. Maybe not anything, but a good majority of the more expensive guns if I really wanted to. But I intend to stick to the budget guns because I have a little theory and philosophy. There could be that one day where I may need to use a weapon in self-defense. It could be. I'm not going to say there will be or anything like that. I'm just saying it could possibly come up and I have to defend myself. So I look at it as the cops are going to show up. They're going to take my weapon. They're going to confiscate it. I'll probably spend a couple of nights in jail until my attorney gets me out of jail, which more likely would probably happen. You know, spend a night, 2 nights, whatever it may be. I don't know. Hopefully it never happens. I don't want to be in there. So they take my weapon. I don't know, even after the court's done, and let's say I'm found that it was a, you know, good shooting to where I had no other choice. You know, all charges are dropped or whatever they do. Let me take these glasses off. Whatever they may do. There is a slight chance I may not get the gun. I mean, there's a good chance I'm going to get it back because it was a justified defense. But there's a chance where the cops just may not give it back to me. They may destroy it. So, if they destroy it, well, you know what? Instead of buying that 1200 CZ, I went out and bought 4 of these little guys. You know, or whatever it may be. But here it is. It is a Taurus G2C. As you can see, it is empty. Nothing in it. Nothing in the chamber. Nothing in the mag. This gun does come with 2 metal Metgar magazines, 12-round magazines, which I like that. The G3 came with one 12-round and one 13-round. But anyways, back to this little guy. Little guy has been very reliable for me at the range. There's not a whole lot that is bad about this guy, other than Taurus has had a bad name for years, and they stepped up their game when they came out with the G models. The Millennial was okay, it was a pretty decent gun, but when they came out these G models, that's when they stepped up the game. They made a lot better weapon. They used better a lot of things. The stippling on it is awesome, front and back and sides. Very awesome stippling. It's aggressive, but not overly aggressive. When you put in your hand, it's in there. The front meat of your fingers catch that front of the gun, and it just sticks. The back meat of your hand, your palm, catches right in there, and it just sticks. And it's actually very comfortable to shoot. It does have 2 finger grooves, little rest pads or memory pads, whatever you want to call it. Slide release on the left side of the gun for the right-handed shooters. Sorry, left-handers. Same thing with your safety. It has an up and down safety. It's only on this left side. Sorry, people, I'm not in the best neighborhoods right now, so you'll probably see me looking around a little bit. But anyways, it does have a Picatinny rail, 1 slot Picatinny. Let me take this light off. Oh, by the way, this is an Olight Valkyrie 2 Mini, which is the only light I could find that is flush fit. I've used my Surefires and my Streamlight, and it sticks out about that much past the gun. And I like them flush. I don't quite care for them to be past. I really don't. I got Olight on 2 of my Canics and on all my Tauruses that have the 1 slot Picatinny. As you can see, and it works perfectly. Does have nice little thumb rest on there as well. It is a striker fired gun, and the nice thing about it is even after you rack the slide and you fire off a round and you get to that next round, you get that. That's all you get. Or you can go ahead and do that a couple times to see if that round will go off. If it doesn't go off, get rid of it. Or you could just keep trying. But on a self-defense situation, me personally, if I got that, I'm going to do it one more time, knock, rack it, back in the fight. The trigger is a little bit spongy at the beginning. It is. It does have a finger blade on there for its safety as well. And I think I kind of like the sponginess in a way. I don't like it all the way, but I do like it in a way, if you know what I mean. Because that's also kind of a safety thing too. So let's say I reach in my holster and I pull it out by accident. I got my finger on the trigger. Well, I still got that little travel before I hit that wall. So I have to press that blade first and then get that travel, which is not going to happen, but with some people, in the spare of the moment, they're nervous, they're defending themselves. You never know what can happen. But anyways, the up that wall. It's about a good quarter of an inch to travel. And then you got that wall, and a little bit of pressure, boom, there it is. The reset, it's fairly decent. Probably not the best in the world, but there it is. You can feel the reset. There it is, actually. For some reason that one went further, but it's right there. Takedown. You got your Glock Smith & Wesson style takedowns. You just pull a little pin back, slide the rail out. It has the dual recoil spring. Let's take this guy apart and I can show you. You gotta slide it back, pull the little levers down, and then pull the trigger and it'll come right out. Recoil spring just pops right out, for no reason. But anyways, there's your recoil spring. It's a double spring. It's made out of polymer, so you got that. And then you got your barrel, which is a slide lock barrel. It's a standard. You slide the little guy in there, lock it in. If I can get this recoil spring to stay in my hand right. Put it in there, there it is. Does have the dual rails, so doesn't have the full length ones. There's nothing fancy about this one. Nothing fancy at all, but it works. And like I said, I probably put, I would say over 1,000 rounds. I want to go with over. It could be under, but I'm gonna go with over. It's pretty good in accuracy. My wife, like I told you before, she has Parkinson's, and she could keep a good grouping, and she's very weak as well, like me. Just more weaker, of course. But she loves shooting this little guy. I have no problems with it at all. I would like to change out the sights. I really would like to. I'm not a huge fan of them. I mean, they work fine. I'm just not a huge fan of these sights. It's a dual dot with a single up in front. The single one is pretty small. You can't hardly see it some of the times. I put it down because there's trucks driving by here. I don't want them seeing me. But it's a smooth firing gun, and I do enjoy taking it to the range. Maybe Wednesdays I'll start doing range time and showing you how all my little guys work. And we'll put 100 rounds to them or whatever, on video. I had a buddy just come out this weekend, and he fired out this one and really liked it. He's thinking about when he gets home back in Arkansas, he's going to go out and buy himself one. The price is right. You can't expect the best gun in the world for $230. You're going to get what you pay for. But yes, I think I got more than what I paid for on this one and several of my others. I've got more than what I paid for. I've had fun with them. They've done me good. You know, I seriously don't think I need to move up to the high-end guns. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a couple. Yes, I can afford them. I really can. I just choose not to go buy them. Because if a cop takes this away from me, I'd rather have them take this than the more expensive one that I'm carrying around. My Kimber or my CZ or Stiletto, whatever. I do like shooting them though. I do like going in the range and trying them out. Great guns to try out, and great guns to have. Not saying to go out and buy them, but I'm just saying, what would you rather have taken away from you though? $230 gun to maybe $500, $550, or the $1,200 to $1,500 gun. What would you rather have? I'd rather have them take this guy, because you know what? I didn't go out and buy that $1,200 gun. Instead, I went out and bought 4 of these. And I've heard a lot of people say, oh, you can't rely on them in the next 10 years. Well, first off, I don't know if I'll have this in 10 years. I might trade it in for something else, as well as all the others. I don't know. I might buy that $1,200 gun and 5 or 6 years from now trade it for something better. I don't know. That's why I am not highly into them. And I said I wouldn't mind having one. Don't get me wrong at all. Wouldn't mind having one. But do I really want to spend my money on something like that when I can have this? I can have 4 of these. This one doesn't work, well, toss it off to the side and grab the other and get back into the fight. That one doesn't work, well, drop that one, grab the other until you get the right one. Which that's not going to happen. All right. This one right here, I think is just fine, and I believe it will keep me in whatever battle I'm in. Hopefully I don't have to get in one, because I really don't look forward to that. But if it happens, it's going to happen, and I'm going to have to do what I have to do, because it's my life that is going to depend on having something like this around me. So that's about it. I mean, other than the slide serrations on this are very nice, easy to grab. Very easy gun to rack. The slide release works really good, which I normally don't use a slide release. I always slingshot them. That's always been my thing, is slingshot. Sometimes I get a little nervous on a slide release. Maybe it might kick the firing pin in. So I don't know. It's just something in my mind. I've never had the gun discharge on me before, but like I always say, there's always that one day, one time, one moment. In the trucking industry, we have a little saying: you get 1,000 attaboys, but one screw up. You're an instant asshole. You're done. You're fired. Whatever. And the same thing with these. One discharge, you're an instant asshole. You're going to lose your license. You're going to go to jail. You can't carry no more. whatever the case may be. But if you're looking for a budget gun and you ain't got a whole bunch of money to spend on going out and buying yourself an M&P or a Glock, or a SIG or whatever, you know what? This is the one that I'm going to recommend. And I've seen a lot of actual gun experts highly recommend this as well. I'm not no gun expert by any means at all. But I would recommend just going and getting one of these little guys. What do you got to lose? I mean, $230 compared to $500, $600, $700, $800, $1,000, $2,000, or even more. And you can modify them. You can be modified. I've seen them tricked out, with all the bling on there, all Cadillac'd out. I'm a firm believer of just leaving it original. Just throw a light on there. If you got Picatinny, you could still buy the trigger lights on there, the stream lights that will mount to your trigger. I had a stream light on here and it looked pretty neat. It almost looked like the Curve. Taurus makes one called the Curve. You ever get a chance? Look at that little guy's 380. It's pretty neat. You can change out the sights, which I think I might do. Might change out these sights. Put some Sure-Glows on here. I've seen it where you can change out the trigger as well. Put a better trigger in here. But I've seen testimonials from other people, especially lawyers, saying that sometimes if you trick out that trigger, that could get you in a little bit of trouble. If you ever have to use it in self-defense if you're in court. Plus, I don't quite care to have too light of a trigger. I like a little bit of pull. I like a little heaviness as well. But then that's just my preference. You may like that really super light, barely touch it, boom, there it goes. Me, no. To me, it's not. I mean, my preference, my years of experience with guns, that's not the safest way to go. But it's all up to you. I'm not the one to tell you can and cannot do, or how to do it, or whatever. But I'm just saying, if you want yourself a gun, a good, reliable little guy that you can carry, be concealable, nice, compact, with good magazine capacity, I would say one of these guys. You ain't got very much money, especially if you're a first-time gun buyer. This probably would be something to buy, practice, see if you like having a gun. If you do, then you can step up to your SIG, your Glock, your Smith & Wessons, your M&Ps, maybe even a CZ or whatever. Go out and get one of these things, one of these little guys, and see what you think. I got somebody walking right here in front of my truck now. But anyways, that'll be it for you all. If you have any other questions about it, hit me up in the comments section. Got a couple others that I'll be showing you pretty soon. I don't do these all very often because when I go home, sometimes I'll switch out my guns out of the case, put different ones in there, just to have something different to carry. My everyday carry is my Canic TP9 SC. That is my everyday carry. But like today, I decided I'm going to put it in the case today I'm carrying my little M&P, which you've seen the video on, the 2.0 with the built-in crimson trace. I got my belly band on today. I got this guy out today. Yeah. So I figured I'm gonna carry that one around for the day. I gotta use these belly bands. I like them. They conceal very nice. Matter of fact, let me stand up and show you the belly band. Here it is. See? Got 2 magazines in here. Even though these magazines are so short, about this one kind of went down in there. But got 2 magazines and the weapon. But anyways, that is my lowest priced budget gun. And if y'all like it, let me know. I mean, hit me up in the comments, whatever, you know. Let me know what you think of them, if you have one. I personally like them. Yes, I got 3 of them. And I really do enjoy them. You know, my daughter has one, and she likes hers. You know, and maybe I'll carry that one around this week. Yeah, I just kind of put it in the truck just as one of my extra weapons. You know, today I got the M&P aside, and the sleeper stashed away. I got my mechanic, the regular mechanic, and then as my secondary backup gun, I got my mechanic, We the People. And then of course I got my dog walking gun. Gotta have that one with me at all times. You know. But that's about it there, folks. You have yourself a good one. Be safe out there. If you can, you know, carry a weapon with you. And I would say, if you ain't got the money and you're looking for a really good budget pistol, Taurus G2C. If you go a few more extra dollars, you get the G3C. G3C is about $50 more. And it has the same exact features. That one, you can actually change out the sights to Glock sights if you want. This one you can't. But on that one you can. But it's basically the same exact gun. Alright, well, you all have yourself a good one. Be safe out there. Be careful with these times and tribunes and everything going on. Especially you folks out there in Illinois. May God bless you on those new laws that Lori Lightfoot set on you guys. I know I ain't going to be delivering out there. I'm sorry, Illinois, but yeah, you ain't going to find me out there. Alright, y'all have a good one. Be safe. Bye-bye.